Hollywood is at war with the fans. The fans, as you know, are at war with the entertainment industry. That's why more and more people are canceling their streaming platform subscriptions and they're just watching content on YouTube or finding their entertainment somewhere else.
Not going to the movies and paying to see their garbage.
Nope. Because we can't go watch a movie today without being preached to.
Nope.
You have to agree with us or you're the problem.
Yeah. Like what we're shoveling.
Exactly. And how dare fans speak up and critique or criticize or just say they don't like something.
No.
That movie's not for me. I don't like it because A, B, C, D. And then all of a sudden, because I don't like it for A, B, C, D, I am called all of these names. You all know the names. Well, look at this. This article from Variety hit over a week ago. Everybody's been talking about it. We have not. This is our first time in here.
Yeah.
The Acolyte was the latest high-profile target of toxic fandom. The catch-all term for when fan criticism curdles from good faith dissatisfaction into relentlessly negative, often bigoted online campaign against either the project or its stars or creative leaders. In a franchise economy increasingly dependent upon established audience devotion to drive the bottom line, the threat of toxic fandoms poisoning that enthusiasm has become a seemingly intractable headache for almost every studio, and it's only getting worse. How about Variety realizes that The Acolyte was just that bad?
Trash. Look at the audience scores.
They don't see it that way. They think the reason the audience scores it like that is because it was the target of the bigots.
Yeah, the review bombing, the narrative is so dumb. I don't know. I'm literally speechless and got no words.
It failed so bad. This is all they can do.
Yeah.
If you were a fan of trash like that, I'm glad you liked it. That's awesome. I have no problem with you liking it. But the fact that the overwhelming majority of people didn't like it, that speaks volumes. And the people who love it, want it, push it, it's checking their boxes, if you know what I mean. So they're proponents of it. They have to have some type of excuse language. Who's at fault here? What? The show was great. Why did it get canceled? Because of those people. Those people, the toxic, angry bigots.
Yeah.
That shows me how out of touch those people are.
Yeah. I heard Star Wars Theory talking about this, and he made a good point talking about how, if we have the power to destroy stuff, we should have the power to create stuff. But why are they not creating the stuff that all of these so-called toxic fans are wanting? Because we don't have that power. We're not destroying the stuff. They're destroying it themselves. And the audience, even the general audience, the people that wouldn't even be considered the toxic part of the toxic fandom, don't even like it. I mean, John Campea stopped watching, I think, after the third or fourth episode and was like, this is not for me. I don't like it. I don't hate watch stuff. I'm out. And just quit talking about it.
So what about what has Star Wars made that got overwhelmingly negative feedback, where somebody might be able to say, wow, very few people liked that movie or that show was hated? I don't think it's very many. No. I think it's The Last Jedi,
The Acolyte,
and The Rise of Skywalker, because of the sequel trilogy. The sequel trilogy put a terrible taste in the fans in the mouth of the fandom.
Yeah.
And so did The Acolyte. It was just awful. The Book of Boba Fett was bad, but it wasn't like this.
Yeah.
It wasn't this depths of bad.
Yeah. And you could say the same thing about a lot of other IPs like Star Trek Discovery, the Velma show that also just got canceled after its second season. Nobody likes that crap because that's what it is. It's crap. And the fans of those IPs, like the fans of Star Wars, are going to see something that you're putting out there. And if it's not Star Wars and it's not good,
Yeah.
people are going to reject it. You know, it has nothing to do with IS or OBS or, you know, alphabet community people. None of that. It has to do with terrible directing, bad storytelling, bad characters. I mean, tons and tons of different stuff. I mean, when we were talking about it, we hardly even brought up anything to do with race or alphabet community stuff or any of that.
There was plenty of other reasons
show
to critique it besides those things. So, but to read the article, to listen to those fans, the people who are seeing it this way, they make it sound like the Star Wars fans of old cancel everything. That we're the toxic group that goes and gets everything canceled, when in fact that's not true. But Star Wars has been on a terrible decline over the last few years. There's no doubt about that. If you gave us a good show, it wouldn't get trashed. I guarantee you that. There's too many people thinking they're content creators who just make content just to hate, whether they believe that or not. They're just haters. They're grifting just to get the money because they know that rage clicks work. I think there are very few people who actually do that.
Yeah. I mean, I've given this example before. Me and Coach were ready to trash all over X-Men 97. We heard all the stuff about it.
We did trash on it.
Yeah, like before we ever saw it.
We did.
We were like, this is going to be trash.
Because we saw the director, we saw his comments, things that he was saying.
He was part of the alphabet community and was pushing all the stuff. We heard about all the gay stuff, how they're changing characters.
Yep, they're changing characters, they're changing their gender, all this stuff.
Yeah. And we're like, oh, get ready. And we were ready to trash on it. Then we actually watched it and we actually liked it. And we talked about it. It's on our Patreon, all the episodes, all our reactions to it. And we actually really enjoyed that show. You know, and it had a person of color, part of the alphabet community, and who was the showrunner, you know, all that. And, you know, we weren't trashing and hating on that, you know, because he did a good job and we gave credit where credit was due. And we would do the same thing for Star Wars and Big Head Leslie Headland if she would have done the same thing. But no, she went way off into Never Land and gave us a big, huge pile of crap. And that's why it got the rating it deserved, which was very low.
All right. So the article continues. The vast majority of any fandom are casual fans, says John Van Kitters, VP of Star Trek brand development. The number of people who live and die on their franchises are very, very few. And then those who come after things that they espouse to love with venom are a really, really tiny subset of that already smaller subset of fandom. So here's the irony. The article introduces this entire thing as to say it's the toxic fans, they're attacking shows, but then they give evidence to suggest there aren't that many of us anyways.
Yeah, a tiny subset. So how can a tiny subset do that much damage?
No, they're not.
It makes no sense. And the thing is, you can literally go out. This is easily researchable, guys. You literally go out on YouTube, find the channels that are praising it, find the channels that are trashing on it, look at their audience views and everything, and then look at the people trashing on it and see the likes, dislikes on their videos. It is a clear picture of people didn't like the show, plain and simple.
Yeah, so what's happening now is that the studios are creating superfan groups.
And
Because
how are they
they
going
want to make
who's
sure
the super fan? The ones that give free passes and airline.
Well, hang on. Let's identify what this means. They want to make sure that the product they're making is being enjoyed by the super fans.
Yeah.
Because it's the super fans that I guess do damage.
AKA shills.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They love anything.
Yeah.
So if you create your super fan group with people who love anything, where did you go? Nowhere.
Nowhere. Yep. I mean, it would be like if you know, I was a songwriter and I was sitting there writing some songs, and then I had my family listen to it. What did you think? Oh, that was really good. No, I wouldn't want their opinion. I'd take it to somebody who I didn't know, somebody who's a professional, and get their critique on it.
Yeah.
You know, they should have those super fans, the aka the so-called the shills out there. They shouldn't be a part of any of the groups. You know what? They should have people like us is in these groups, and I guarantee you, whatever they end up deciding to do, if we're liking it, guess what? They're gonna like it too, because they like everything already.
They like everything already, and what we come up with will actually generate profit.
Yeah. Yep.
Because it'll be something that the fans love.
Yep. And not saying me and Coach are like writers or directors or, you know, script writer or any of that, but we could literally come up with ideas and be like, this would be a cool idea, that'd be a cool idea, you go write that, or they bring it to us, hey, this is what we're doing. No, that doesn't make sense, that's not Star Wars, that's not going to work for this character. You know, we could give that kind of feedback as fans.
Yeah. It's just we're going to go nowhere with this. It's going to be very interesting to see if we can ever find out the feedback from the super fans. Here's what I know will happen. This entire experiment will fail. It's going to go nowhere until the product changes. It doesn't matter. And your super fan group, there's no way that they would ever pull people like us into that group to see if we like it.
Because we're not going to blow smoke up their butts.
We're not going to blow smoke up their butts, but also if we give them the criticism, if we say the things that we want to say about it, they're going to be like, they always go to the most extreme too. You're racist, you're bigots, you're this, you're that.
Yeah.
I don't go to movies looking for, hey, I like this movie. Why did you like it? Well, because they had a 5'10" Caucasian from Alabama in it.
Yep. Yeah.
I felt represented.
Yeah.
That is, you know, I've never gone to a movie looking for that, ever.
Yeah.
But that's what a whole lot of the critics and fans, they need. If you don't have my people in it, we're out. And Disney and other studios are bending over backwards to appease a very tiny demographic. And basically, they're just hoping that the majority of the fans of old will still enjoy the product, and Hollywood is failing. The entertainment industry is failing, you know, overall on the whole.
Yep. 100%.
So super fan groups. That's what we have here. We're super fan groups.
Yeah. And that's why we go to Icon every single year for the EBN meetup in Nashville, Tennessee.
How dare you be negative?
Yeah.
You have no right to be negative. Dude, I bought your movie.
Yeah.
I bought a ticket and went to watch it. I subscribed to your streaming platform. I don't have the right to criticize what you're making?
Yeah.
What?
And if I do, then I'm called all these names.
Exactly.
You know, but it's funny because they don't ever go after people like our friend Derek Anderson about any of that stuff because he's not a white guy, he's a black guy, and there's so many people just like him that feel the exact same way, but they don't ever go after them.
Nope, not yet. The day's coming.
Yeah,
it's coming. That'll be the next move. That's a couple moves away probably.
Yeah.
But you know, they're going to go for him too. You know, it's sickening. It is just the state of the entertainment industry is really sickening. But super fan groups, we will keep you guys updated on this as this moves along. Thanks for joining us. Let us know in the comments what you think. We are your Echo Base Network. Later, guys.
Bye, guys.